galore. The customs, the practice, the language, the beliefs, the religion, the style in fashion, the food, and of course the performing arts. Welcome to the Culture Zone.
The Culture Zone is brought to you by Danvers Nursing Institute.
Are you struggling in your nursing courses? Do you want to be successful on your exit exam? Do you want to pass the NCLEX? Then let Danvers Nursing Institute help you get prepared. Our affordable courses are designed to assist nursing students in understanding difficult concepts and passing their exams. Our courses are designed in micro-video lecture format. Micro-video lecture are short video recordings on a specific topic. The benefits of the micro-video lectures are: 1. Can be watched and listened to at any time and anywhere. 2. Nursing students can re-watch the recording as many times as they would like. 3. One topic or concept is covered at a time, making it easier to grasp the information. In addition to the micro-video lectures, you will have NCLEX-style questions with rationale to evaluate your understanding of the content. Sign up now for only $49.99 a month. www.danversnursinginstitute.com.
What woman doesn't like to feel special? What woman doesn't like to dress up? And I'm so excited to bring to the Culture Zone Hope Wade, who is going to make that wish come true. She's going to take you on a fashion ride. She's going to tell you how it is that she became the award-winning, international renowned fashion designer who has been turning heads and converting streets into runways. Her fashions light up any space and start a conversation without the wearer having to say a single word. This daughter of Jamaica is holding the flag high on the international stage and making no apologies. She uses the most opulent fabrics. Her use of the madras, the national bandana print, the burlap, crocus bag, and hopes of using that oh so famous flower bag is no child's play. Her work can be seen at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Museum. She has dressed our Miss Jamaica World, and she has presented her designs in fashion weeks held in London, New York, and the Caribbean. She was a top 3 finalist of Project Runway. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let us meet the fashionista herself. Let me take you over to Hope Wade of Hope Wade Designs. Let's go talk.
Absolutely beautiful. Who are you wearing? Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, excuse me. You guys look so beautiful.
Thank you.
Where did you get that dress from?
I'm wearing Hope Wade Design.
And you?
Hope Wade.
Oh my gosh. It's like everybody wearing Hope Wade designs?
Yeah.
I am Hope Wade.
I am in the presence of Hope Wade, and of course, she's my fashionista. Thank you for coming in the Culture Zone.
My pleasure.
Yes, wonderful. Thank you. I've heard so much about you. I think your creative designing skills or talent, I think it runs deep. I think it's in your family. Is that correct?
Yes.
So you are from a family of designers.
Well, okay, so my mother used to sew, and my grandmother used to sew wedding dresses and men's suits, as well as bake wedding cakes. But in terms of it being a designer, I wasn't interested. So I believe that God gave me a gift at a very at a later age because of the circumstance I was in. It was more like necessity. I was fired from my job.
Okay.
I was recruited specifically for this job by this company because the school I attended, Cooper Union.
Yes.
And after 2 years, I was sent to Chicago to do a trade show, and I was very, very successful. So the president asked my boss to basically train me in this direction. And after a couple of months, I was doing extremely well. And my boss called me in his office, and he was like, Hope, the vacations I go on, the company, got that for me. And the car I drive every 2 years, the company got that for me. And the house I live in, the company got that for me. I'm like, okay. You're fired. They want me to groom you for my job. I'm like, okay. The irony was I didn't even really love the job. I knew I was good. It was a very good paying job.
Yeah.
And so I was unemployed, and it wasn't hashtag Me Too at that time. That's how you get fired. Who do you go to? Oh, the president. Yeah. Right. So after a couple of months, I was on unemployment, and the church that I attended at the time, Redeeming Love Christian Center, it's a pretty big church, like 2,000, 3,000 people. They announced that they were having a New Year's Eve event, and everybody should dress formally. So right before I lost my job, I just bought a new car. So I was trying to figure out how I could avoid my landlord, because, New Year's Eve the next day, the first of the month, what I'm saying? Yeah. So I couldn't figure out how I could hide the car. And so a friend of mine, he came to visit me, and I was like, can I make something on you? And he was like, Hope, I'm not a woman. I said, no, we're artists and nobody will know. So I called my mom, and she told me how to use that sewing machine. And I wore that outfit, and my girlfriends were like, I thought you said you weren't going to buy anything. I said, I didn't. I made this. They didn't believe me. So I had to go in the bathroom, turn inside out, and they were like, yeah, you made that. And then they started ordering clothing from me, and that's literally how I started my business.
Oh, I'm getting chills. All out of necessity.
And I used to charge the same price for a long time, $50, $25 for the material and $25 for my profit. In 2011, I decided to make my debut at Caribbean Fashion Week, and it was just awesome. It just opened doors for me. My designs were on the front covers of magazines, newspapers as the best design. And, at one point I was actually selected as one of 7 designers to represent the US at London Fashion Week. And then I was voted as best up-and-coming designer for Hudson Valley magazine. And then, I was in Vogue magazine. The doors just started opening. As a matter of fact, you've seen my work on television. David Letterman show. Darlene Love, who won an Oscar award for 20 Feet from Stardom, she actually wore my dress on the David Letterman show for the Christmas event. And then for ABC, Southern Chefs, the hostess Adrienne, she wears my designs every week. And so these doors just started opening. But for me, one of my biggest goals is I want to be in a position where my designs are on the front cover of Vogue, on Essence magazine, W, Women's Wear, red carpet, movie stars. I just want the world to paint their lives in my designs.
You're saying you got it late. No, it's been in you, my friend. It's been in you. It's been in you, but the Lord then just give you a little nudge, and circumstances led. Yeah. Yeah, I like it, like a kick in the tuchus, and then there you are, because it's in you. And I am so happy that you're here now, sharing your talent with the world. And I say this, before I do that, I should let my viewers know that Miss Hope Wade hails from the beautiful island of Jamaica. in case they missed the accent. But
no, man, I have the Jamaican accent, because I made sure when I came here to college, quite a few of my girlfriends, I went to all girls high school, Alpha
in Jamaica. Mm-hmm.
Right. And when they came home on vacation, they were like, they had accents, and I'm like, wait a minute, you guys just went away for like 2 semesters, excuse me. So I made a concerted decision not to lose the Jamaican accent.
I'm telling you, my friend, that is who we are. So you are authentically you. Thank you so much for being you. And I love your story. It gives me chills. And what it tells me is that people don't give up. Even if you think one door is closed, there's so many other window of opportunities that open up. And I'm glad that Hope Wade got the kick and she found her niche. And here she is, unleashed to the world. And when I say world, I say it without hesitation, because this woman has been doing so well on the international stage and raising Jamaica's flag so high all over the place. And I'm happy that you have maintained who you are and your culture as well. me now, I see you're in a space. It looks like you're in a boutique or a workshop, or where are you?
Yes. It's in Nyack, New York, on North Broadway. And I actually opened this boutique literally in the middle of the pandemic.
Wow.
I had a private studio where my clients came, and then an opportunity opened up and I took advantage of that. And out of this boutique, like I just produced Rockland Fashion Week. The first time I did was 2019. It was something that was incubating in me for like 4 years.
Yes.
And I mean, I had everything put together, but I just didn't go ahead until it got that nod. Like I couldn't, the thoughts, the speaking in my mind. And so I had to do it, right? And so I did it, and it was a very, very successful event. We had almost 300 people the first time. And then the Palisades Center Mall contacted me and asked me if they could produce a show at the Palisades Center Mall. And so funny, right? I didn't see that message until a month after. I'm like, what? Anyway, so after COVID and all the different limitations and stuff like that, we just did the show on Saturday, November 6th. And it was, thank you, Lord, so successful. We had 500 people show up for this event. We had 300 people who are paying patrons, over 300. And then, of course, we had a few people on the rafters itself, over 200 people. It was an amazing success. We had 12 designers. We had like 60 models.
Awesome sauce. This woman is doing great. And before that, I just need everyone to know that you've always been involved in Fashion Week. Was it New York Fashion Week, or you've done Fashion Week in
London Fashion Week, Fashion Week.
Yeah, I told you, pounding the pavement and stomping all over the stage in the world, highlighting Jamaica, because as I said, you don't make any bones about letting people know that you are from Jamaica, and you're doing
girl of the soil. Girl of the soil.
Girl of the soil.
I want to give a shout out to Pulse Management, to Romy and Kingsley Cooper, because that is basically how my career got really propelled on the international market, was through the first Caribbean Fashion Week that I did in 2011. And like after the event was finished, like on the front cover of the Flair magazine and quite a few other magazines, was like the best of Caribbean Fashion Week. And there was Hope Wade Designs. I'm like,
Hope Wade Designs, I'm telling you. And speaking of Hope Wade Designs, as you mentioned that just by chance, you created what you needed out of necessity. The piece you're wearing now, I love it. What is the inspiration behind that? Tell me, what is that?
This, as they were saying in Jamaica, crocus bag, it is burlap.
Yes.
It's a printed burlap, golden white burlap. But I did a line, and it had basically these square wings. And then from one, of a line, you create a line from one piece to the next to the next. Mm-hmm. But this particular piece I'm really proud of, because it's short in the front and it's long in the back. It has a rope at the end, which kind of give you this different kind of unique eclectic flair to it.
Yes.
Because one of the things that I really enjoyed about burlap, usually the history of burlap, it's a natural fiber, but years ago the helpers, they used to pound the burlap, when they wash it till it got soft, because they were rice bags. Yes. And then they would use it to make uniforms for their children. So it was never something that was on any platform.
Not on a national level. Mm-hmm.
Amen. And then I did a line, a burlap line that got a stand ovation at Caribbean Fashion Week. And then the other year that I came in, I did a line called Black Lives Matter. Yes. And it was silk and burlap. And so I've been really trying to really delve into bringing burlap to couture.
Yes.
And I think I've achieved that.
Yes, I'm loving it. And I remember back in the day, we had some kind of a twist with fashion with calico, which was again a kind of flower sack.
Calico is my next move, Calico is my next move. Hold up, Jamaica.
Yeah. Yes. So, and giving people pride to step out in something that is high couture with just natural fiber and simple fabric that people used to look down on. I spot a little bit of a piece in the background there that looks like our bandana print. It looks like you have.
It's a jacket.
It's a jacket made with
burlap jacket, and sorry, it's a
bandana print
jacket with a tiger print.
Yes.
Leopard print. Yeah.
Yes. To give
I'm always
that
trying to put elements together that I think calls to the nature of the woman.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Yes.
Bring out the
what is
beat.
the nature of a woman? A woman wants to be seen, but she wants to be elegant. She wants to be present.
Yes.
You know, so that is important to me. That my the only guarantee I have for my clients that you will be seen. That's
absolutely. And I'm getting chills I'm telling you, will be seen. As I would say sometimes when I host a fashion show, I'm saying, you know, fashions that start the conversation without saying a single word.
Seriously, hello. Yes, hello.
Yeah, you step into space. So we as Caribbean people, I brought you in the zone, as I said, because I highlight people who are putting our culture on the center stage. And fashion has always been a part of the Jamaican culture. We're very unique in our style. And even if we take a little bit from here, there, as we're well-traveled, you know, Jamaicans travel extensively. So everywhere we are, but we are always big on high fashion. We're big on the pageants, which I also be doing a show talking about the pageant and the history of our pageant. So I mentioned that you're possibly from a family that does design. You mentioned your mother. We used to call our, not even seamstress, they were just dressmakers. But hello, as we evolved, we realized they're seamstresses or tailors if they're men. And of course, now they're designers. Hello. Yes,
I think one of the things that we always have to understand is that at the end of the process is a beautiful gown, a beautiful dress, but it's so much work that goes into putting the whole thing together. I mean, I remember it was 2018 when, well, he's now passed, but the owner of Miss World at the time, when he asked me to do the gown for Khadijah Robinson, Miss Jamaica World. Mm-hmm. And the first time I saw that dress on the international platform, I was actually in Jamaica because I was there to receive a Woman of Excellence award from the Alpha Academy.
Congratulations, by the way. Yes.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. And I was at a private home, and I was by myself. And then I turned the television, and I'm like, oh my God, that's my dress. I mean, that's like a dream come true, right? I just like cried. I'm like, ugly tears.
Oh, but, yeah.
You know, it was one of those moments.
Amazing. Amazing to be asked to dress the queen.
One of the things that's important to me is to give back to the community. And I designed a gown for Darlene Love, who was a Academy Award winner, rock and roll icon. And that gown was inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Museum.
Tell me about it.
The last Christmas performance of the David Letterman show.
Yeah.
But by that avenue, I was able to open doors to speak to different young people in our community about what it takes to be there. Yes. I mean, these are things that you aspire. Everyone has dreams and goals. Honestly, something for me in a museum was not on the radar. It was not on the screen, okay? So, but it opened doors where I could actually go. I was invited to schools to talk about the business of fashion and what exactly the fashion designers do. And it's been phenomenal when you think about when I was growing up. A fashion designer was not something that, you know, you aspire to be, more like a lawyer, nurse, you know. As a matter of fact, when I went to Alpha, when I was graduating from sixth form, my school nurse Lo, she was like, you know, Hope, what are you going to do? And I said, well, I want to be a nurse. And she's like, no, you're not a nurse. And I'm like, what? When my parents are not well, I'm the one who takes care of them. And she's like, Hope, you're an artist. I was like, artists don't make money. And she said, yes, they do. And you will make money. You need to stay in that art. And you know what? That one conversation literally charted my life, because after that, I got into University of the West Indies. And, you know, after sixth form, man, you know, saying brain fried, right? I was trying to negotiate with my parents, like, okay, fine. I got in, but I'm tired of school right now. I need a 2-year break. And my dad was like, you're not going to stay home and do nothing. I'm, no. So he gave me 1 week to find a job, right? So I called back in Jamaica. I ended up getting a job there. And then I started acting. And within that 2-year spectrum, I was able to, basically find myself, find my path, what I really wanted to do. And because when I went to the University of West Indies, it was going to be business, you know what I mean? But my heart cry was really in the arts.
Yes.
And so I started, I came to New York to go to college here at New York City Technical College. Then I got a full scholarship to Cooper Union. And, it was interesting how the trajectory of your life can change by, in my case, one person just speaking into my life to saying, look, you're not a nurse. I really thought I was going to be a nurse. But, things have changed. And I always have to say thank you to her.
I'm telling you, she saw something in you. And I'm telling you, it's in you because look here. It's an artist that creates a fashion. Hello. You are an artist. So speaking of being an artist, what are some of the things that inspire you with creating the things you do? Do you go to bed and you dream of a style, or you're seeing well, I know something inspired you recently with Black Lives Matter. You said you wanted to make a fashion statement in what you do, but other things, what are some of the other things that inspire some of the creative pieces that you make?
Okay, so it really depends because as a designer, as you said, a mature designer, you realize that to present a showcase, you have to have a line, and the line has to have a story or a thought pattern.
Yeah.
A lot of times, if I see a fabric, instantly I know exactly what I want.
Wow.
I can touch a fabric and envision. I can just quickly start sketching, and just maybe like the first 2 pieces, there's the element that okay, fine. Let me push the pen on this one. But a lot of times it's really the fabric that I see. In some cases where I've had to sit down and intelligently design a line, and then you have to find the fabrics. And then that can be a little time consuming. So for me, I find it easier to find a fabric or to see a fabric,
yes,
and then I can move on to the next element.
Amazing! Hello, that is divine. This is amazing. Oh my goodness, I love it. I could talk with you all day about the fashion but before I wrap, I don't want to wrap really. I want to talk more. Tell me one of your most memorable shows that you've had that really kind of jumped.
I would think of London Fashion Week.
London, that was probably
that was something that what it did, it actually gave me a sense of my positioning as a designer.
Okay.
And it stretched me completely, but what it did was it allowed me to realize that I really was gifted. And I'm not, this is water on the bridge, but under the bridge. But it was something that you have all these different designers from different parts of the world. And then you have Hope Wade, this Jamaican, because I call myself a Jamaican American fashion designer. And to see how well the designs were received. And the press that came with it, and listen, don't sleep on Caribbean Fashion Week. Hello. Caribbean Fashion Week to me is like, the stable.
Yeah.
The stable that that, because as you know, most of these models from Pulse, they're on the front covers of Vogue magazine and
they have made it.
Magazine.
Yes.
So you don't sleep on it, but I'm just saying in terms of one very specific situation that stood out in my mind. That was London Fashion Week.
Was that moment like, can you believe that? Yeah. And what a lot of people don't realize is people always think New York for fashion, but London is a whole beast in itself. And
it's a whole element that's
yes
out there. Yeah.
Yes. And to have made it that far, Hope, it's absolutely amazing. I say that a lot in the zone because people that come in my zone are absolutely amazing. Only bring the best. So Hope Wade, it's been a pleasure. I thank you so much for taking time from your busy schedule to sit and talk with us in the Culture Zone. Yes, pleasure. Thank you. And continue to wave the flag of Jamaica high. Continue to do your thing. Continue to evolve and continue to dream big and to let us little folks on the outside look and say, yeah, We
I
can do it.
need all the little folks and the big folks. Because guess what? At the end of the day, I'm you. You know what I mean?
Ah, you are me and I am you.
they, you know?
Yes, yes. Wonderful. Thank you so much. And thanks to all the people who support you and your inspiration constantly. And of course, I know you are one woman of faith. And I thank you. Just keep the spirituality up. Keep that loving vibe.
It's important because without God, honestly, without God, I wouldn't have anything that I have.
And
I'm just going to say this. When I was doing Rock and Fashion Week, there are quite a few elements. There's a very, very big show. And I remember like the week before the show, I was like, how are my ticket sales going? It was like 24 tickets were sold. I'm like, huh? And I remember the Lord had spoken to me before and said, don't worry about this. I got this. It's going to be a very successful show. And then to think that 500 people.
Amazing.
God.
Amazing. Only but God.
I stay humble because I know He's the one who gave me the gift.
Yes.
And all I'm doing is just preserving the gift and doing the best I can. I live exclusively of one thing. When that master said to his the three servants, and the Bible says that based on their several abilities, one at 5, one at 2, one at 1. I don't want to be like the 5. I want to continue to do what He's asked me to do. And through fashion, doors open where I can talk to people about who He is and what He's done for me.
Hallelujah, church.
Hallelujah.
Thank you so much, Hope Wade of Hope Wade Designs. Again, shining beautifully, representing womanhood, representing your talent in such a wonderful way. Thanks for sharing it in the Culture Zone. Walk good, dress good, keep the fashion rolling, and I'll see you someday in Paris.
Yes. Yes, that'll be my next one. Thank you.
You got it. Take care now. Peace out. And there we have it, Hope Wade of Hope Wade Designs. Don't you just feel like you want to go get dressed up and just step out looking good the way you really should? Ah, what a show. One of my favorite, you know. I love to dress up. So thank you so much for joining us right here in the Culture Zone. Thanks for watching. And I'm going to walk for now down my runway. And I'll see you again when next I bring you an artist worth remembering.
The Culture Zone is brought to you by Danvers Nursing Institute.
Are you struggling in your nursing courses? Do you want to be successful on your exit exam? Do you want to pass the NCLEX? Then let Danvers Nursing Institute help you get prepared. Our affordable courses are designed to assist nursing students in understanding difficult concepts and passing their exams. Our courses are designed in micro-video lecture format. Micro-video lecture are short video reportings on a specific topic. The benefits of the micro-video lectures are: 1. Can be watched and listened to at any time and anywhere. 2. Nursing students can re-watch the recording as many times as they would like. 3. One topic or concept is covered at a time, making it easier to grasp the information. In addition to the micro-video lectures, you will have NCLEX-style questions with rationale to evaluate your understanding of the content. Sign up now for only $49.99 a month. www.danversnursinginstitute.com